he would step across the line. Habitually. He's a habitual line stepper.
Welcome to Miami. Bienvenido a Miami. Welcome to the Habitual Line Stepper podcast, y'all. It is All-Star Weekend, an All-Star NBA edition, and I'm Garrett Charles Langley Henson here to present it for you.
What's up, man? I am Terry Ricardo DeChazo II, and the All-Star Game's in Salt Lake City, bro?
What?
Salt Lake City, baby?
No. See, I'm getting ready for the sun. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a party, man. It's All-Star Weekend.
I wish.
We're going to Miami, right? I'm getting my SPF 45 on. I'm getting my first protective layer. Like,
Shit,
it's
I
a
wish.
party. We're not going to Utah for the
I wish.
All-Star game, right?
Nope,
We're not
going to
Utah for the biggest party in the NBA.
Utah.
We're going to
It's gonna be in
Miami.
Utah. Nah, I mean, we're going for the game, but you know where we're going. We're going to Vegas. Hopping on that PJ to Vegas, maybe LA. Salt Lake is going to be, bumping for the Salt Lake City people, but as far as the NBA players being around there, nah. You'll see them at the events, then they're out of there. They're fucking gone. Good luck with that, guys. It's just going to be like in
I
Charlotte.
don't believe it's in Salt Lake. I don't believe that it's there. I think it's in Miami, and they got the address wrong. That's
Hold
what
on.
I heard.
If I'm not mistaken, and I think I looked this up recently, Salt Lake City definitely has less people than Raleigh does. It might have less people than Durham, like population-wise, which is fucking insane to me. And I know a lot of people don't know where Durham, North Carolina is, but we do. Yep, 200,000 people. It's less than Durham, North Carolina, bro. That shit is crazy.
But the wife-to-husband ratio is crazy.
Ha! Hell yeah.
Terry, now that we know that it's not in Miami and that it's actually in Utah, are you breaking out your Mormon field guide? Do you still have the Book of Mormon so that we
Hell
know
no.
that we can travel there in safety and acclimate to all the local customs? To be able to prepare NBA players, could you be a consultant to help them acclimate to life in Salt Lake City? What advice would you give NBA All-Stars traveling into a Mormon area?
Watch out for 2 whites and 2 white shirts with a tie on and twos in doses. You better watch out for them because they're coming for you. They're trying to get you to convert. I wasn't, hey, look, I converted to Mormonism. When was this? Like fucking 2010, 2011?
Mm-hmm.
And then I exited in the same year. I was in and out real quick.
His baptism was like a slip and slide.
Man, that shit was harassment. They just harass you, bro. Basically, it's not. It like the religion is fine. The people are nice. They were just really annoying. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave me alone. I just want to go to church on my own terms. They want you to do a mission as soon as you convert to Mormonism. They're like, yeah, let's get you out to Jerusalem or wherever the fuck. And they're like, yeah, we'll get you out there with somebody else. I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. Y'all are crazy. Like, go fuck off. But anyways, nah. We're out here in Salt Lake.
No wonder Lowry Markkinen is flourishing.
Facts. Big facts.
But yeah, man, All-Star Game is coming to Sunblock City. I don't know anyone who's more excited than Lowry to be the face of the games for his hometown.
Kid.
Yeah.
Are you okay with it being in Salt Lake, or should it be more like the NFL motto? Like, only.
Are we serious? Like, are
domes.
we fucking serious?
Only like good weather spots or a dome. That's the NFL's way. But like, I feel like the NBA being all inclusive and shit. I mean, if people are gonna hate on Charlotte's fucking NBA All-Star, which has 1 million people and is like I think it's like the 12th or 13th biggest city in America, and we're like, yeah, that's a small market. Yeah, it's a small market team. The All-Star game was kind of trash there. All the events were garbage. Oh, okay, but Salt Lake's gonna be fire. Cool. What do you think about it?
I think there's probably not going to be a lot to do. You know what I mean? It's not exactly Atlanta in terms of the strip club capital of the world. Like, they might have to get creative, to find some activities after the games are done and whatnot. You might see some of these guys soaking in like one of those hot mud pits with Urban Meyer. You know what I mean? Stoking it all in.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
But that's what we're trying to do this weekend is soak it all in, man, because despite it being in Utah, they should have some great events going on. They redid the Rising Stars game and changed that whole format up to make it like a multi-team tournament. It's going to be a 5-on-5 type of deal, and that should be exciting. The 3-point contest, I feel like, has taken the dunk contest's spot in terms of what people want to see. And,
Sort of.
for the fans in Utah, they're going to be hyped for that. A bunch
Yeah.
of catch and shoot joints.
Sort of. I don't know.
They're like,
we'll
that's
see.
all we do here in Utah. Actually, in our backyards, as we train to play basketball, in our
Yeah.
basketball field that's in our backyard, is we just shoot jumpers.
I don't know, man. I mean,
And then we got the dunk contest in the main game, man.
yeah. Main game on Sunday. Same format as it usually is. You know, this time it's not around the same date as Valentine's Day. I'm sure a lot of beat writers love that fucking shit. But I don't know. You see a lot of dudes pulling out. I don't know if it's specifically because it's in Salt Lake. You know, Embiid was talking about it. LeBron was also talking about not cheating the fans. But I have a feeling he's going to cheat them in Salt Lake City this year. I don't know. That foot problem might come up.
I'm going to not cheat the fans, but I never played back-to-backs. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. But, hey, we got some good shit going. So what are we going to do today, man? I know we're talking some all-star shit, but what's our format going to look like, man? We're going to draft some Rising Stars guys, see who we like.
Yeah, man.
Talk about the contest.
So the way the Rising Stars game is working now is there's a pool of NBA sophomores, a pool of NBA rookies, and a pool of NBA G League guys. And they make 4 teams
Which is
from
dope.
those 3 pool of players.
I like the
So
format.
You're going to get to see a lot of guys mix and match, playing with guys they never played with, playing against guys they haven't played against.
Yep.
All exciting young players. So we thought that we'd do our version of that and draft 2 teams to go against each other. Terry, I graciously allowed you to have the first pick of the draft. Why don't you go ahead and kick it off for the first
Are we
person
ready?
to headline your
All right.
Rising Stars team?
Hey, first of all, I'd like to say I kind of like this format because it seems like they try to, I don't know, do something great with the Rising Stars because it's kind of boring just seeing the sophomores go against the freshmen or whatever you want to call them, your sophomore players versus rookies. You know, they did some World versus the U.S. They did a bunch of different formats. I like this. I like this one.
Yeah,
especially
but
including.
we saw the way that was trending. We were like, all right, no more World versus U.S. shit. That was cute when we were whipping the world's ass every year.
Yeah.
But now they got Giannis, Jokic, and Luka.
Nah, World. I mean, World was going crazy for a second, but
Yeah, the only
But that-
hope we have is that they play Ben Simmons all game.
that's facts. I don't know. There's still a part of me that wants, like, you know what? I'm not even going to give it away. I'm going to just go ahead and go with my first pick. So we're doing 5 players or 4? How many you want to do? 5? All right, we're doing 5 players out of all the Rising Star roster. So if anybody wants to pull it up while we're doing it, you can kind of compare the teams. With my number 1 pick, I'm going to go with Victor Wembanyama. Wait. No, the best player that's supposed to be picked first is not one of the guys in the Rising Star. Oh, okay. My bad. I fucked up.
Yeah,
I'm going to go Paolo.
this isn't a French League All-Star game.
I'm going to go with Paolo Banchero, man. Enough said. Absolute monster.
Number
You
1
can
pick
pick-
of the draft this year. Number 1
can
pick
pick-
in the Rising Stars draft.
You can pick whoever you want. Paolo's a fucking beast. He's proven it in the NBA. You know, I love potential, but if I've seen someone do something already in the league, I'm going with that guy. Averaging 20, NBA, rookie year. Going for LeBron's record. 15 seasons.
Let's slow down. Let's slow down. Either
But I
way,
pick-
that's the great pick. He's averaging 20 his rookie year. He's going to be really, really good, multi-time All-Star.
No, he
once they
looks
get the
great.
pieces around him, like
He looks
that's
great,
a
man.
great pick. But Terry, if you've ever seen me on career mode in FIFA, you know I'm a potential guy.
Oh, you found a 16-year-old?
Oh, I did. His name is Scoot.
Oh God,
My
we're
first
going with
pick
Scoot.
Yeah, the best player on this entire board. He's not
No.
even in the NBA yet. He's already better than everyone else on this list.
No,
You'll see next year once he comes in the league and tears it on fire. He's
I'd hope he
athletic
does.
like a young D Rose. He could shoot it like Donovan Mitchell. He can navigate the pick and roll with the nuance of Mike Conley or Chris Paul. Scoot Henderson, that's my number 1 pick, man. We're going for potential, baby. We shooting from the moon.
Nah, we got numbers on Scoot. What's Scoot doing down there? What's he doing in
cooking.
this league?
He cooking up in the G League. He cooking
In the G League?
a nice feast, a paella of sorts.
He better
A
be
little
getting
bit of
50 a
shrimp,
game.
A little bit of rabbit, a little bit of bomba rice. You know what I mean? Scoot's got it going on down there in the G League.
He better be getting 50 a game. Fuck out of here. Scoot's better than fucking Paolo Banchero right now, you're crazy. You're out of your mind.
You don't think Scoot is going to be better than Paolo?
He's 6'4". Paolo's 6'8". No, the league's getting longer, bigger. Come on, bro. Stop it. Scoot.
Hey, I'm rocking with Scoot. I'm rocking.
What position? Shooting guard or point guard?
Point guard.
Straight point. Scoot's going to dominate the league.
Yeah. He's better than Ja.
Better than Ja. 20-6 is what Scoot is averaging in the G League Ignite. Shooting.
Pretty goddamn good for the.
Hey, he can shoot that three. I'll give him that. He's shooting that thing. 47% is fucking insane. I'll give you that.
For a guy who plays above the rim like he does, also as a guard, like, come on now.
He looks good. 6 assists. I don't know. We'll see. Donovan Mitchell. If he's like Donovan Mitchell first coming out, I'll give you the credit. But if he's like, I don't know. If the second pick in the draft, if he's like rookie D Wade, I'm gonna be like, I need something a little better than that, man. I'm gonna need some straight up good numbers. It depends on where he goes too. These bottom teams are pretty.
You know how hard it is to get 6 assists in the G League.
I don't know, man. Are they really playing strapped up D like that? I'm just saying. I don't know.
Not a lot of shot makers in the G League, Terry. I don't know. A lot of people going for their own. 6 assists on 20 points. That's impressive to me. But who's your second pick?
That's cool. All right. For me, my second one's an easy choice, and you won't be able to compete once I get him. You took the so-called best player. I'm gonna take the so-called second best player, and a lot of media members like to go overboard with what they thought he was gonna be coming into this season with the Cleveland Cavaliers. To give you a snippet, go with Evan Mobley, bro. Evan, he hasn't been as great as I would like, but I think steadily he's improving, and he's helping the Cavs, be 4th and 5th in the East pretty much for the majority of the year. I think the whole team is one tier behind like the best teams, but they've got a fighter's chance to win the championship, and he's really helping them a lot, especially defensively. Offensively, of course, I'd like to see him shoot better from 3 and shit, but he's good. I like the kid.
Yeah, he's a no-brainer pick. Yeah. He is clearly the 3rd best player available. I knew you were going to pick him.
That's tough. He's 2nd. He might be 1st. I don't know.
We'll see where things all end up at the end of the day. I mean, his potential is through the roof. Offensively, he's looked a bit mechanical.
But offense, I mean, everybody likes to say we're playing at an all-time high and everyone has all these skills. Dude's raw, bro. He went to USC, There's a reason why he wasn't like this super touted dude going to like Kentucky or Duke or some shit. Like he's kind of raw, So as you play more basketball, he'll get better, especially at this high level. He's going to get way better. So yeah, I like him. And we need some defense. And we got big bodies too. We got big skilled bodies. So good luck, Garbo.
Well, I'm going to add a big skilled body to my roster. So what
if
do you
say Şengün, I'm going to slap you virtually through this fucking computer screen.
I really wanted to, but I'm going to hope that he's going to be around next round, and I'm going to take Franz Wagner, who the Warriors should have taken instead of James Wiseman, and they would be fucking walking into another championship right now.
Beautiful pick.
He could play 3, he could play 4, he could play 2. He's an amazing finisher at the paint. He can run pick and roll. He can be the big man off pick and roll. He can pass. He can catch and shoot. He can post up mismatches on the block. Franz Wagner, perfect complementary player next to Scoot. That's my second pick. 2 and 2, baby. Who you got next?
I think that's a great pick, bro. I like the kid. Kid's decent. The kid is fucking decent. So the third pick, I was thinking that my boy Tyrese Halliburton would be here, but I believe, what year is he in this league?
He's a 3rd-year player.
3rd-year player? Yeah, I was hoping. Yeah. I was like, please. Halliburton, please. That'll just fuck anybody up. He'd be first pick, but
yeah, he'd be the first pick. I don't know. Scoot still be the first for me, but
over never mind. Let's stay on topic.
I don't think you understand how good I think Scoot is going to be.
You love Scoot.
I'm buying into the hype. I'm buying
over Wembanyama? Over the freak?
No.
You calling Wembanyama Sam Bowie if you think Scoot Henderson is better than him? I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know. Scoot's pretty fucking great. He's pretty great.
But anyways, let me not get out of hand. Yeah, Franz Wagner, though. Franz Wagner. Beast. He's a beast this year. Third pick is kind of tricky. Once we get down to, these type of dudes, it can kind of go either way. There's a couple dudes that I've been looking at, but I think first of all, it's always fuck Jalen Green. Shout out to Bill Simmons. You know, I'll just keep that comedy bit going. I love Jalen, but you need some more defense, my dog. And
also,
please.
this is how you notice a Real Hoopers podcast when we're taking Franz Wagner over Jalen Green, and there's no debate. You're like, yep, 100%.
It ain't no debate. Yeah, I mean, he's got to show me some winning basketball. And did I not see? I didn't see Jabari Smith's name, right? Is he like hurt?
No,
or something?
he's on there. He's on the rookie list.
Oh, there he is. All right, never mind. I thought he was hurt or something. But let me stop stalling. I'm gonna go with. It's a sneaky one. I'm gonna go with Jose Alvarado, bro.
What?
I'm
the
gonna go with
Chris
Jose.
Paul career ender?
I'm gonna go
The
with
man who
Jose.
snatched his soul, who turned it back from a god into a myth.
I'm gonna go with Jose. So look, if we were doing pure talent instead of kind of like making a team, I probably would have went with either like a Jalen Green or a Mathurin or somebody kind of more skilled. But if I'm putting Alvarado with one defensive dude in Mobley again, and then Banchero is kind of giving me points, Alvarado can shoot. Alvarado's a ferocious defender. I mean, at the rate he's going, he can be another defensive player of the year type of dude. Not this year, but, in the future with more minutes and stuff. Dude, scrappy, and he proved it in the fucking NBA playoffs. Like, that's the biggest stage, bro. He's proved that he's a really good player. I'm not going to say Chris Paul ender. Like I say every time he brings this up, Chris Paul was perfect from the field versus the Pelicans in a Game 7. Should have went to Game 7, but Chris Paul was perfect from the field and from the free throw line. Didn't miss a single shot in an NBA game, so I don't want to hear none of that Jose ended his career shit. But Jose was really good versus Chris Paul. It got his patented steal in that game, or one of the games. So I got to give it to him. If you're stealing it from the point god, you're a good player to me. I'll take you over anybody on this list.
I mean, listen, man, I love Grand Theft Alvarado, but I'm not taking him this high. I think you fucked up with this one. This is crazy. This is how I crawl back in it. All right?
Go ahead.
I'm going with my Haitian brother, Benedict Mathurin. My Haitian brother. All right?
You've been to Haiti. I'll give it to you.
He plays above the rim. He can shoot. His mentality is nonstop attack, dude.
He shoots okay.
He can shoot, bro. He can
31% from three, bro.
He takes a lot of them. He takes a lot of bad ones too. But he's a rookie. It'll come along. He shot really good in college, and I like the stroke. But I love his mindset. That he's like aggressive. No moment is ever too big for him. He's hyper aggressive. He's really physical. He's a powerful, athletic guy who's really skilled. That's going to be tough to stop a backcourt of Mathurin and Scoot Henderson. Even if you clamp up one of them, Alvarado, the other one is giving you buckets. So
we got Alvarado.
At the end of the day, there are a couple guys who I was also thinking about, but I really believe in Benedict Mathurin, second right now in Rookie of the Year, only behind Paolo. He's just a walking bucket, and he's only going to continue to get better. That's my guy.
All right. I like the pick. I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at that pick. But for me, I think I'm going to get somebody to kind of go right back at you, bro. And it might be a surprise to you. I'm going with somebody real sneaky. Somebody who looked like a certain player that you don't like. A superstar that's great. A top 7, top 8 player that you call top 15 to top 20. I'm going with Ja Morant's twin-looking boy. Jaden Ivey at number 4. The dude, now I get it. He's getting a lot more, looks because Cade Cunningham is hurt. But so far, so good. He's looking good for me as a rookie, especially in a team like Detroit. Aren't trying to win. They gave away Jeremy Grant for some dudes I don't fucking care about. They have too many centers on their
room for Bogdanovich so they could not trade him and make him a franchise cornerstone.
Bogdanovich, cornerstone of Detroit. Shout out to him. Hey, it's Detroit. Let's give our Bogdanovich the keys. He really goes with the culture of the city. Anyways, that's Auburn Hills or Auburn Palace, whatever they want to call it. I don't know. Jaden is explosive, bro. That motherfucker is very athletic. He makes some great plays. He's a decent passer. I didn't think he was as good of a passer.
Yeah,
Shooting
you
decent from
needed
three.
somebody with physicality to hang with Mathurin and Scoot, two guys who play way above the rim, and Jose Alvarado. I think it's a good pick.
Young kid, shoots well. I like him. That's my sidekick, right beside Jose. That's my number 4.
Okay.
I wanted to go with Giddey, but defensively sometimes with Giddey, and he can't shoot for shit, so I couldn't go Giddey. I like Giddey a lot, though.
All right. Well, I'm torn here, Terry, because I could go on the wing. I still need a 3. I still need a 5.
Yeah.
Still need a 3, still need a 5. Lots of good options on the board. 2 really good 5s who I like in Şengün and Walker Kessler. Multiple good 3s on the board still.
Kessler straight.
Let me see. Scoot can shoot. Benedict Mather can shoot. Franz Wagner can shoot. I think I could take one guy who can't shoot, right?
And do whatever you want.
I think I could take one guy who can't shoot. If everyone else could shoot, I could take one guy who can't shoot.
I mean, you also need someone who can pass, but, you know.
Man. Listen, Şengün is staring me right in the face. Josh Giddey is staring me right in the face.
Go for what you need.
I'm a potential guy. And so I'm going with the guy who maybe has lost a little bit of the luster from his name over the last 6 months, but is still a top-tier prospect. He's adjusted his game since people started treating him like Ben Simmons and is being more aggressive, getting to the foul line, creating for others, and has looked really good since they got an actual center on the floor. I'm going to go with my man Scotty Barnes, the untradeable piece in the Kevin Durant trade, coming in as my 4th pick in a Rising Stars draft, the guy that you wouldn't trade for Kevin Durant, but he still has a place on my team.
Free falling. That boy. Hey, look. And I'm look. I'll let you explain. But man, Scotty Barnes, bro. I wasn't there. You know, he showed some signs of improvement in the first 15 games of the season. But for some reason, once 15 or 20 games in, he just started free falling, bro. He started playing bad. He started not being able to shoot. I don't know where that shit came from. I mean, like Ben Simmons like shit, which is kind of crazy. He's got a lot of improvements to go, man. And for us, like in the summer, to say that he couldn't get traded for Kevin Durant, when we look back at that's silly. I wasn't saying that shit. That was all I was hearing. You were saying that shit.
That was what Majai Ujiri was saying.
Yeah. Hey, that is stupidity at its finest. I'd still do it now with a broken foot, but look, bro, the dude can play defense, but I'm not there with the jump shot yet, man. And the creativity, the playmaking's not there for me either. I
will say he's gotten a lot better the last month and a half. I think he's figured out how people stopped guarding him, and instead of just becoming useless like Ben Simmons, he's like, "Oh, I'll become Draymond Green on the short roll, and I'll hit the kick out passes to the corner shooters, and if I have a mismatch, I'll just slow down and overpower this guy." And so he's still not shooting well, but he's actually playing good basketball at this moment. He's probably still the best defender out of everyone on this whole list. And you said, definitely. We need somebody with some shot creation and some passing ability. So as my one-not shooter, I'm picking Scotty Barnes. He's got the highest potential out of all the guys who can't shoot, Terry.
Oh, Jesus Christ, brother. Hey, I'll give it to you. You went for it, and you got it. I'll give it to you, man. That's all I can do is give it what I don't know what to say.
Listen, man, I didn't give you too much shit for drafting Jose Alvarado with your 3rd pick. Okay.
Hey, we saw him play well, in the playoff game. I saw Scotty Barnes. I mean, I'll give it to Scotty last year in the playoffs. I think he did play well, even on a really twisted ankle. I'll give him that. But this year, sophomore slump. I mean, he looked like a different player.
Yeah. Let's see what he looks like with some more structure in place. And he's looked pretty goddamn good with Pirtle being there too. So
yeah, that's their big move. I don't know about Toronto this year. I'm not sure. They'll be in the play-in, but we expected more. Not me, but the league expected way more from Toronto.
Yeah. But
Anyways.
so yeah, Franz, you're my 3. Scotty, you're my 4. Go ahead.
That's not
Terry.
horrible. That's not horrible if he's your 4. That's not horrible. So my last pick, I already got a center in Mobley. I already got a scorer in Banchero. I might go. He might be my 4. I'm not sure. Then I got Jose, and then I got my boy Jaden. With this 5th spot, I'm gonna go sneaky. I'm gonna give myself some spacing. I'm gonna go with somebody that's playing for a team that is, it was a little media darling team that's doing pretty well out there in the West. The Sacramento Kings, Keegan Murray, great fucking shooter.
I almost
41%
over Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, I thought because I would have taken.
I didn't mention his name
Scotty
on purpose because I was hoping I could sneak him and play small ball. Put Scotty Barnes my small ball 5, but
I got Keegan. I got Keegan.
Props to you, man. He's good.
I got Keegan at 6'8". He's out there balling in Sacramento, not doing too much, not doing too little, scoring double-digit points on a playoff team in the West. And I know the West is a little down, like I get it, but still, it's no tall or short feat to be a 3rd or 4th seed in the NBA. It's still hard to win games every night, in and out.
Especially when you haven't had a winning record in 20 years like Sacramento.
Yeah, they're pretty – I mean, they have sports – not even NBA. They have sports franchise playoff record streaks going on right now. Like, they haven't made the playoffs in a long, long time. So, he's playing his role, and I think he'll play his role with this team. He's a shooter. He's a decent defender. I'm not going to say he's like this fucking lockdown guy, but I like him.
He's at least shown a willingness and effort, and he has the frame
That's why he's on the court.
to be able to compete on that end.
And especially since
a really great pick. That might be your best pick so far, Terry.
and honestly, for him to get minutes with his size, like they have Barnes, who's really fucking good, and he's still kind of getting some of those minutes. I mean, they play alongside each other, but they split here and there. I like him. He's good. He's a very good player. I give him a lot of credit, man. He's doing well out there in Sacramento, man. I'll give it to him. Rookie.
I think it's a great pick. I think it's a great pick. He's going to be a really good player. He might be like, I don't know if he's going to be like a multiple time All-Star guy, but he could be like a 1 or 2 time All-Star guy. I think he's going to be a really solid player. My 5th pick rounded out my starting 5. I was hoping that he would last to this point and that I wouldn't have to take him with my 2nd or 3rd pick. And I played my cards perfectly.
Go ahead.
Know who I'm taking, Terry. Alperen Sengun.
Wow.
Come on home.
Alperen Sengun.
Come on home. He could shoot. He could post up. He's like the 3rd best passing big man in the league behind Jokic and Sabonis. Love his game. Been a big fan ever since he got drafted. He's going to give us the spacing we need in the pick and pop game since Barnes can't shoot. Everyone else can shoot. This is the team that's going to destroy switches. Unbelievable chemistry with Scoot in the pick and roll. I mean, come on. I'm envisioning it right now. That 2-man game, please. So, yeah.
He's good. He's good. I like him.
That's my 5th pick. Terry, even though we said we only get 5, I kind of want each of us to draft a 6-man too. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's fine. We can do that.
All right. Give me your 6-man too, and then we'll compare the teams.
I'll go with Jabari Smith. I'll go Jabari Smith Jr.
Some defense coming off the bench. Little Andre Iguodala type of 6-man. Not your usual Lou Williams.
Nah, we're going different. And to be honest, with Tobias getting traded from the Sixers, I wish he would have been on this list. We need to redo his 2nd year and his 3rd year. Get him back. This dude traded to Portland. Interesting. Well, yeah, I'll go with Jabari Smith. Good defender. Offensively looking kind of crazy. But the Houston offense it's in itself looking kind of crazy because there's a lot of ball dominant guards that aren't sharing that.
Get in how you fit in. That's been his offense.
It's a very, very weird space.
They sent him the Kevin Love handbook from when he was in Cleveland, where it was like the first page said fit in, then the 2nd page said fit out, then the 3rd page said get out. He was like, what do I do with this?
Yeah. I would have thought he was going to be better, but honestly, for somebody 6'10" that can still kind of like stay on a guard for longer than, a couple seconds on a switch on a pick and roll and shit. I like this kid's defense, especially rookies playing D is different. And then especially on a team that is definitely not winning any games. Got to give him credit, bro. He's a good player. I like him. Scrappy. I love Giddey. I do. But defense is my thing, bro. Giddy
man.
is getting blown by fucking Patrick Beverly.
I
mean, come on, dog. I can't do it.
Listen, that's why I couldn't draft him either. I'm not going to draft him to be my sixth man either. Like,
Hell no.
also, Giddy can't really shoot that well, despite him being white. You know, you'd think with his aesthetic and like the way his game looks that he'd be able to shoot, but he just can't shoot. I can't have you and Scotty at the same time out there trying to do the same thing, but you're just a less athletic version, like with a little better passing. So that's a no-go for me. For my sixth man, I'm going for a guy who's near and dear to my heart. His dad played in the NBA. He's currently shooting above 40% from three as a rookie. And Terry, you wouldn't imagine this. Second in the NBA in floater percentage behind only Nikola Jokic for players who shot at least 75 floaters. AJ Griffin.
Yep, makes sense. He plays like a dumbass. It makes sense. He plays like Tony Parker with the float game. That shit's stupid. He used to do that a lot at Duke, but he wasn't making them. That's a good pick. He can shoot 39.4. I'm not giving him 40. Can't even round that up.
It went down from last night when we fucking lost to the Knicks and he went 0 for 3.
Can't round that up. Can't round it. Can't give it to him. But that's still impressive, though. He can shoot. I told you, though. You know, Cam didn't plan out, but I said if AJ can do anything, he can shoot that ball, bro. It's not any streaky shit like Cam's. He's a pure, flat-out shooter. Weird form, but he can shoot.
Yeah, weird form. He can shoot. The in-between game is good. His finishing at the rim has been good. Defensively, like, you know, he has kind of like the Rui Hachimura problem right now that most rookies have, where it's like he's good at individual defense, and as soon as you put him in any type of action where he has to make 2 or 3 decisions in one play, he fucks it up. But, you know, who doesn't when they're 19 years old playing in the NBA, right? Yeah. But either way, it's hard to find guys who like can play legitimate perimeter defense at 6'6", 6'7", who shoot 40%, can also finish in the mid-range at elite level and finish at the rim. So I think he's an ideal guy to come off the bench. And if Scotty needs to take a seat and we go 5 out, come on in, AJ.
Good. He's a good pick.
We'll launch them things.
I like AJ. He can also handle the ball, you know. Scotty be looking like Jaylen.
Not that he's gotten a chance to do that at all this year with Trae Young and DeJounte Murray on the team.
No, that's true. But
and Bogdanovich coming off the bench and running a bunch of fucking needless pick and rolls that go
That's
nowhere.
True. That's true. And he can dribble. And I'll give him this too. For someone, you know, and he's not asked to pass. So, you know, I can't look at his assist and be like, hey, man, 1 assist? What are you doing? He's not turning it over, though. You know what I'm saying? He's not this fucking, I'm going to get the ball and be like, oh, I have to take some dribbles? Oh, shit. Oh, no, I don't know what to do. No, he's not going to lose the ball. He knows what he's doing. Great fucking player, man. I like him a lot.
Hit 2 game winners this season. As a
really?
Rookie.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah. Show me a little
veins. D'Lo, don't snitch on your teammates, but keep that ice in there.
All right, let's review our top 6.
Yeah.
Who's your 6? Give it to me from the top.
So I got Jose Alvarado.
That's your
Jaden
1.
Ivey.
That's your 2.
Keegan Murray.
That's the 3.
Paolo Banchero.
That's the 4.
Evan Mobley.
That's the 5.
And
then Jabari Smith coming off.
The bench. 6'10", more size. It's a lot of size. Besides the guards, that's a lot of size.
Yeah, you're gonna need it.
Oh, Şengün, watch out.
Fuck yeah, he'll give Mobley buckets, bro. Come on, get out of here.
6'9".
How are you going to expect that team to compete against Scoot Henderson, Benedict Mathurin,
yeah,
Franz Wagner, the untradeable Scotty Barnes,
the untradeable
Şengün and AJ Griffith? Come on, man. The spacing is crazy. The playmaking is crazy. You said your team is big. My team is fucking huge. Like, our smallest player is Scoot Henderson, who's like 6'5" and is a physical specimen. Good luck, Jose Alvarado. Good luck to anyone else who's going to be chasing these guys around. Jaden,
see.
You haven't played defense ever. You also can't shoot. That starting backcourt of Jose Alvarado and Jaden Ivey, 2 non-shooting guards. Good luck with that, Terry.
Hey, I
think we're taking
players.
this one to the bank, baby.
I like
Take this one to
NBA
bank.
players. Hey, look, they can shoot fine enough.
Shouts
Who's
to
guarding Paolo?
Jalen Green and Josh Giddey for not getting drafted.
Jalen Green just gets a lot of points.
We went fucking 12 deep on like rookies, second year players, and people who have never played in the NBA. And
You
neither
went
one of
crazy.
us, dude. Neither one of us considered drafting Jalen Green.
No, I like him okay.
Where's the Bill Simmons sample? Where's the button?
and I will say honorable mention to Bones Highland as well. And like you were saying, if you can't play with Nikola Jokic, there's a problem going on, buddy. And the defense is a problem too. The Clippers situation is weird because they don't really have a point, and he kind of has to play de facto point every now and then. But when I watched the game they played against last night in Phoenix, I didn't see a whole lot of him out there on the court. I mean, I don't know how many minutes exactly he played, but it was just like, is Bones in the game? You know, I don't know if I really saw him out there on the court like that. Bones, whatever. Shout out to him.
I mean, if he's not making like 40-foot threes, then what is he doing? You know what I mean? It's either he's making like 3 threes in a row or he's completely invisible and useless. So
yeah,
that's kind of been the Bones story so far. But, you know, he's not the only one who has a problem, Terry, with not getting enough minutes and not getting enough eyeballs. The NBA dunk contest has experienced the same thing over the last 10 years with the ratings going down and down and down and the best players declining to participate. This year we saw a goddamn rookie accept an invitation in Shaedon Sharpe and then like renege on his word and decide not to participate so that he could, quote, focus on the second half of the season because fucking lining up 4 dunks is so distracting from your rookie campaign. It's just a complete embarrassment at this point. It needs an absolute redo. No one's interested in doing it. No one's interested in watching it. So we decided to come up with our own list of who we'd like to see most in the dunk contest. Our top 4. We know it's never going to happen. We know you'll have to give out like $1 million as prize money to get any of these guys to consider it. But we're going to try to redo it anyway.
Yeah, I don't even know if that'll work, to be honest with you. These guys, I mean, well, I forget who had like a quote, and they were just like, it's just not worth it. Like, I've seen too many dunks, and if I go out there and stink it up, people are just going to be like, all right, this dude is just a horrible player now. And it's just like, no, it's just a dunk contest.
They might try to trade me for 4 years in a row like John Collins. If I kick a wing off an airplane.
Johnny calls. All right, so we'll go dunk contest back to back. Who do you want? You got the first pick. I had the first pick in the Rising Stars. Who would you want? Ideal dunk. Who do you want, bro?
Fuck that. I'm giving my 4. All right?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm giving my 4 in a row. And to be honest, I think there should be 2 dunk contests, Terry. I think there should be a preliminary dunk contest with like semi-ordinary guys so we can see what ordinary people look like dunking. And then we can have the dunk contest so we can actually appreciate the windmills in between the legs and everything else like that.
Yeah.
So for my first dunk contest, I'm picking Danilo Gallinari, Alperen Şengün, Nikola Jokic, and Kelly Olynyk.
Oh my God, that'd be hilarious.
Guys, get out there and show me what you got. Let's throw up a bunch of 2s and 3s, and that way we'll actually be able to appreciate whatever that comes next. Thanks. What do you think about that idea, Terry?
I'm good. I'm turning my TV off. I'm not watching that shit. I don't even want to see that segment. I'm like, guys, look, try to do a difficult dunk. Maybe I'll try to get them to do that, and I'm like, oh, that's actually hard. These NBA guys can't do this. Then we bring out the fucking dream team and see how it goes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Aaron Gordon ain't getting no 9s if we see fucking Danilo Gallinari first.
Yo, honestly, my thing with the judges too is like, I only want dunkers as the judges, either because they're going to make it hard. If fucking no
more Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade can never be a judge again.
Harsh critic. No offense to Karl Malone, and I get why they got him on there, but this dude ain't no dunker. He's not no dunker. His best dunk was putting his hand behind his head and fucking marrying a 13-year-old girl. Like, this dude is not a dunker, bro. I'm not fucking with him.
He's going to be the only judge to put up a 13. Everyone else like, I thought we were just going to 10. He was like, oh no, that's way too low.
Hey, shout out to the
Could
mainstream
never do
media
10.
every time.
Could never do 10. I'm a guy with principles.
Shout out to the mainstream media, bro, for not talking about it. I get it. You know, you got a job, you got to keep it. I understand it, but we know what you did, Carl. We know what you did.
I want to see like a canvas portrait of him and R. Kelly in the handshake meme. Like,
that'd be fucking crazy.
Like one of the ones that you'd imagine at like Robin Biggs' house back in 2007.
No, that's facts. That's facts. I don't know. Like celebrity judges and
right.
Hey, no offense to Candace
What
Parker.
the fuck does Kevin Hart know about dunking a basketball? You've never even been near the rim.
Not shit. Actually, you know what? Candace Parker was actually a good judge. I ain't even gonna do that to her. She was.
I mean, she's dunked more than Sheldon Williams.
In the NBA, probably. I don't know. I just need people that are dunkers and judges. But besides that, who would you actually like to have in your shit?
All right,
on your
my first pick. We can do picks back and forth.
Nah, we can just talk about it. Who do you actually want to see?
All right. Well, then I will give you my 4. All
Go
right.
ahead.
The 4 that I actually want to see. We're going 3 superstars and 1 unknown.
Oh, you want stars? I mean, if they're not great dunkers, I don't give a shit. I just want to see a show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I want to see great dunkers who are stars. And so that's why the 3 that I really want to see, no matter what, are Anthony Edwards, Ja Morant, and Zion Williamson. Edwards, Ja Morant, Zion Williamson. Now, there's got to be like a rocky spot to give a relative unknown a chance to mix it up with world famous athletes. And what better story would it be than if we allowed Dennis Smith Jr. to participate in the dunk contest after he was out of the league, fucking training to play football in the offseason, fucking putting on 20 pounds of weight so he could be a running back. And the next thing you know, you're in the dunk contest. So those are the 4 I'd like to see. Ant-Man, Ja, Zion, DSJ.
I like Ant. I like the Ant. Definitely. We agree on Ja. Like, Ja's in my shit. I want to see Ja. But for me, I'd want to see Ja. Definitely. Jalen Green. That sneaky little fuck.
He already was in it. He didn't
I want to see him again. Do it again. I want to. Hey, all small men. Go for it. Jaden Ivey. I want to see his little small ass get up. And then my last one, Giannis. Finish it off, Giannis. I want you to do some freaky shit that no one can do. Dunking a 13-foot goal under between the legs and yam that shit. Finish off these small men. Show them how it goes. That's what I want to see. And besides anybody else, I like the Ant pick. Ant be great. But I don't know, bro. Who's a great fucking dunker like that? Like, we see these great in-game dunks.
Like, you're not hype over
Zion. He can't even get on the court, bro. His fat ass. I'd love to see him, but he ain't doing anything, man. He can't even play. I actually, like, in a dunk contest, he'd probably be crazy because I've seen highlights of him, like, you know, pregame at Duke.
That's what I'm saying, man. And that's why I like my dunk contest because it's like you got a bunch of different body types. Like Dennis Smith Jr., he's the like Spud Webb type of body type. Ja Morant, you know, like he's a little bigger. He's the Skywalker, World Be Free, Russell Westbrook, Zach LaVine type. You know, Anthony Edwards, he's the Michael Jordan type. You know what I mean? Zion Williamson, he the Sean Kemp fucking what's old dude from Charlotte who I'm forgetting.
Rozier? Muggsy Bogues?
No. The fucking 4. The big guy. Oh my god.
Grandmama. Oh, Larry Johnson. Yeah.
So he's a Larry Johnson type. So it's like all those guys have different dunk styles, which I think will make it like an interesting contest. The worst ones are like when you have fucking like JaVale McGee, Giannis, and a bunch of big guys out there, and it's like, all right.
You don't like the big ones? I mean, Dwight was crazy.
Hey, his one was good. I'll give Dwight props, but he kind of like redid a lot of other people's shit that they saw for the first time, and they're like, oh wow.
I don't know. I mean, look, because the first one he was in, some of them they missed what he was doing. They had to like slow-mo the shit, and they gave him bad fucking numbers. Like the one where he threw it off the backboard.
The nastiest big man one.
Dunked it again.
That shit was nasty.
That was disgusting.
Nastiest big man one I ever saw. He got like a 42 for it. It was JaVale McGee throwing 2 balls off the fucking backboard and dunking both of them.
That was disgusting. It's just
They gave him
do
like
some
a fucking
disgusting shit.
42. That's what I'm saying with the big guys. Like anytime they get creative, they're like, "Oh, he was right near the rim anyway." 42.
All right. When Giannis jumps over the backboard, I want to see some shit like that. Imagine if Wilt could be in the fucking dunk contest. Like, what kind of shit could he do?
Hey, I want to see Giannis jump over his whole extended family.
Oh God, that'd be crazy. And then put
Lock
like
them
his
all
son.
up underneath the rim, all the way to the free throw line.
That'd be insane, bro. God, yeah, that'd be crazy. All right, so if I, we saw Jalen, he disappointed us. If I don't put Jalen in, Aaron Gordon, get your dumbass back in there. I'm improving him as a player. No, you're not. You're all right, but you ain't that good. Fucking dunk, motherfucker. Him and Zach LaVine, both of y'all dumbasses, get back in there. I want to see some legendary shit. Zach LaVine, Terry ACL, go for it. Go for the gold. Give me greatness. Otherwise, I don't give a shit. I'll just watch people shoot threes. I can do that shit at the fucking park. 3-point contest. And they don't even have the best 3-point shooters in the league in this shit. Julius Randle just replaced somebody. I forget who it was who dropped out. Julius Randle.
Dude, I had the same thought
contest.
of you, Terry. You know what blew my fucking mind?
What?
I looked up on StatMuse who are like the power forwards with the most threes made this season.
Yeah.
Julius Randle is number 1.
Most threes made?
Yeah, by any power forward in the entire league.
His 3-point percentage is 119th.
He'd be
Yeah,
getting
he
them
might
up,
have made.
though. He'd be getting
Yeah,
them
because,
up.
hold on. Let me make sure I'm not doing him an injustice by hating on him. I love him, but he ain't no 3-point splasher.
Bro, I couldn't believe it. No power forward in the whole NBA has made more threes than Julius Randle this season.
Hold on. No, my bad. That was a mistake. Julius Randle's 169th in
God.
3-point percentage. With the caveat of 100 threes shot, attempted or whatever.
No.
169th, dog? He's in a 3-point contest? Oh, okay. Cool. No Steph.
Hey, that's
He's
your
hurt. I
city.
get it.
That's your boy. That's your all-star who you call
Where-
the all-star, Terry.
He's in
Despite
there,
him not
baby.
being the best player on his own team. But whatever.
He is
We're
the best
good
player on
enough
his team. You think Jalen Brunson's the best player on the team?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson's good. He's just the guy with the ball. He's a point guard. We got one point guard in 50 years, and everybody's like, Jalen Brunson's the best player on the fucking team.
Yeah,
No.
he's just the only guy who knows how to win. But okay.
Julius Randle. Hey, Randle by himself got us a 4 seed. Cause I don't want to
Hey,
hear none
no
of that.
love for Julius Randle in the dunk contest. That's what he
Hell
does
no.
best. Mr.
No.
Kentucky out here yamming
No.
on phone.
Hey, you want to have a contest with Julius Randle's skills? Mid-range fadeaways. Booing at the crowd, crying for the crowd, booing his ass. At any of that, I'll put him in. I love him.
Hey,
But
Salt Lake sounds perfect to me, Terry. I don't know.
salty ass tears. Get him out of here. Hold on. Hey, look, bro. But we already know the dunk contest. I mean, it's hard. We've seen so many dunks. Like it is what it is. We're never going to see the guys that we want. But as far as threes, like what do you think about this?
So you're not excited about Mac McClung? Is that what you're telling me?
A little bit. He's actually a dude that's like has been in dunk contests and like won them and shit. I'm a little excited to see.
Which is embarrassing as fuck where the headliner is a G League player.
yeah.
But
I know. That's
continue
also
on with the
weird.
3-point contest, Terry. That's how you know
That's-
the dunk contest is broken. When a rookie drops out and the headliner is a guy who doesn't play in the NBA.
No, that's facts.
So I'm sure
So, like,
everyone's going to be hyped for the 3-point contest, man. I mean, you
Nobody-
mentioned Julius Randle is your early favorite, but do you think anyone else has a chance to win?
Dame better win.
Ooh.
Dame better win this shit. Dame's the superstar. He better win this shit. And are we still doing the fucking dribble around the cones, throw it in the net, throw it, shoot a 3, do a layup, fucking bounce pass, chest pass shit? We're still doing that too? The skills competition?
No,
Giannis is in that for
it's-
some reason.
No, it's just him and his brothers every year. It's like a family reunion.
All right, hold on.
It's the only tape his brothers have to other NBA scouts so they can see if he's worthy of staying in the league.
Let me ask you this question though. And I'm looking at the 3-point leaders. The list is kind of crazy. Do you think like they invited them, but they didn't want to go? Like all the dudes? Because Buddy Hield is 10th. So at least we got somebody top 10. And I'm just percentage. Lauri Markkanen is 23rd, which is, I can take that. Halliburton's 42nd, but we think of him as a shooter, so I can take that. Kevin Huter's 55th. Dame's 92nd. Tyler Hero
Kevin Huerter's 55th in 3-point
55th in percentage. Yeah.
Bro, he's shooting like 45% from three. What are you talking about?
I'm looking at the shit.
He was
I'm
like
looking at
second in the league 2 weeks ago. Did he go
Hey.
for 45? Like, what happened?
I don't know. I'm looking at it. He's down. I mean, the leaders are Brogdon. Isaiah Joe doesn't really count because he hasn't really shot that many. Oh, no. He shot 100 threes. Never mind. I mean, you got Caldwell Pope, Luke Kennard, Damian Lee, Desmond Bain, Steph, Buddy Hield, Alec Burks, Joe Harris, Al Horford, Seth Curry. Would have liked to see him once. Darius Garland, Javon Carter.
Darius
Carter.
Garland, he could have been a good one to be in here. He could have been a good one to be in here.
Steph's hurt.
I mean, the only
Norman
one
Powell.
I really have a problem with is Julius Randle, to be honest. Like, everyone else can really shoot. Jason Tatum, I got no problem with him. Laurie Marketing, got no problem with him. Dame got no problem with him. Halliburton, I got no problem with you. All your shots are jumpers. I
So
mean, maybe
you're fine
Tyler,
with them.
maybe Tyler Hero would be the guy. I'm like,
They're probably. I think it's just because they're bigger names. But as far as like percentage, they're kind of low. Yeah, Herter's 55th,
Yeah.
bro. But like when you
That's
look at
crazy.
them, they're
Just
still
don't believe
shooters. Percentage is crazy as fuck. But that's out of 100 shot. 100 shot though. So he's probably
Yeah.
higher overall. But honestly, I don't even see his name. I'm not gonna fake. Where's Klay Thompson at? He's like, I'm good. I've done it enough. No Mikal Bridges, AJ Griffin, maybe. Yeah, can I get any of them? All right, Kevin Huerter's 47th. If I looked at it again, because this was last night. That's crazy, right? And Kevin Huerter's a splasher, straight fucking splasher. What's he shooting? Oh, his shit dropped. He's shooting 39%.
All right, hold on. Let me see real quick
I mean,
because I
It's
really don't
okay.
believe this shit.
it's okay. I don't know about.
I think they were looking a lot at like who made the most instead of who had like the highest percentage. You know
So
what I
if
mean?
we go with makes,
Yeah,
That's
if we go with
percentage.
makes, Heald is in there. He's number one in makes.
Yeah, he's got like
Simons is
200.
Anthony Simons is number 2 in makes. Clay is
He's
number
out,
3
though.
in makes.
he dropped
Damian
out.
is number 4 in makes. Curry is number 5 in makes. Tatum is
Curry ain't
number
playing.
6 in makes. Well, he was invited originally and they replaced him. Fucking Donovan Mitchell is 7 in makes. Lowry Markkinen is 9 in makes. Julius Randle is
Donovan
10
Mitchell?
in makes. Yeah. So I
He's
think
in
they
it?
did a lot of it like based on makes.
Just
Kevin
who made the
Huerter
most.
is 20th in makes. Tyrese Halliburton is 21st.
So just makes. All right. So they just
Yeah,
throwing
it's
it
like
up
who
there.
are making the most threes?
Who's throwing them up? Throw them
Kevin
things
Huerter,
up.
you're right. Must have hit a slump down to 39%.
He can still shoot though. Who do you
Fuck.
think's actually going to win? Kevin Huerter?
Mm.
Huerter can shoot.
I was going to pick Kevin Huerter, but I thought he was shooting like 45%. That was my pick,
think-
actually. Headband Kevin, Kayvon, never going to give you up, never
Yeah.
going to let you down. That guy. That guy. That's
think-
what I was
I
going
think
to go
Dame-
with. But I'm not going to lie. If he's slumping right now, I mean, he was up at like 47% a month ago. If you're down at 39 now, you must be in
I think
hell of a
he'll be
fucking
fine.
slump. I don't
He'll
know
be
if I'm
fine.
going to pick a slumping guy going into this.
I think Dame is going to
You know-
win. Has,
You know who
Dame has
I'm
been in.
picking? I've decided.
Good. Donovan Mitchell?
Number 3 in the NBA in threes made. It's been a renaissance story getting back to where he was. Still not the defender, but he is
Oh,
regaining
Klay?
his 3-point shooting stroke. I'm going with Klay Thompson to take over this event, announce to the whole world, to casual fans, I'm back, even if you didn't know it. This is my event. I'm the best 3-point shooter in the league. I'm picking
He's
Klay.
perfect. He's perfect for this competition. He's won this shit before.
Oh, yeah.
And he beat Steph in it, which is kind of crazy. That's
Sorry,
not a horrible
Headband
pick.
Herder. That slump did you in, man. I had to go with Klay.
That's not a horrible pick. That's not a horrible pick. I don't know. I just feel like is he in it though? He's not in it though.
Klay? He's in it.
No. No, he's not in it. It's Dame, Laurie, Julius Randle, Jason Tatum, Kevin Huerter, Buddy Hield, Tyler Hero, Tyrese Halliburton. That's it.
I'm still
No Klay.
picking Klay to win. How about that?
Yeah, no Klay.
On the Kevin Herter bandwagon.
All right. Of all these guys, I
Wait a
think
minute. Why is Klay Thompson not in the 3-point shootout?
He might have declined. He probably declined.
Okay, I was like, that doesn't make no sense. If you didn't invite Klay Thompson, like, come on,
I ain't gonna fake. I just
think
think
it all.
I just think people didn't want to go to Salt Lake. I'm not gonna lie, straight up. I think people really didn't want to go to Salt Lake City. They're like, man, I'd rather have a 4 or 5 day vacation. I'm good.
Oh yeah, if he had made the All-Star team, he would have been in the 3-point contest.
Probably.
But he's like,
probably.
I'm not gonna waste a vacation weekend to go shoot
Yeah.
fucking 33s in Salt Lake City.
Because you got to think. I don't know if
Fair enough.
he's not married. I know he's not married. I don't know if he has a girl or not. But like, if I'm single and I'm like just a
Then I'm
3-point
moving to
contest,
Salt Lake, baby. Single life in Salt Lake. Let's go.
hell no. Nah, I'm out, bro.
I heard they got some salty females out there. I don't know. Tough for a young brother. Tough for a young player out in Salt Lake.
Nah, man. You care about the All-Star game at all?
Yeah. I like
The
how
format
they-
is cool.
I like how they changed the format to have the Elam ending where it's like you end on a specific number of baskets. So I feel
Yeah.
like it does heighten the tension and it does you could see the intensity and the physicality go up like the
Yeah.
last
Yeah,
as you
game
start
point.
approaching that number.
Yeah, game point instead of like the clock's winding down type shit. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
But either way, if the game's not close, it doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
the games have been
I
close
think
since
it'll
they've
be-
done this
I
format.
think it'll be close.
Yeah.
I mean,
They've
is
mostly been
LeBron
close.
fucking 4-5-0 with his team that he's drafted?
I believe so. I think so. Yeah.
Is this the? We don't know the teams yet. They put
They
in
drafted.
a recess. No, I don't think they did.
Yeah, Thursday, right? Or no?
I don't believe they have. I think that they put in like a schoolyard recess type of rule where you have to pick the replacements first, so they don't have to be the last guy picked. So it's like fucking
Really?
yeah. So it's like the replacement coaches guys get picked first, then they go on to everyone else. So we don't know how
Should.
good his team is going to be or how any of that shakes out yet. But I'm picking Joel Embiid to be my All-Star Game MVP.
He said he
hasn't
might
been
not
able
play.
to get it. Oh, it's an okie doke.
Yeah.
I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for the okie doke. He hasn't gotten an MVP of anything his whole life. He's been runner up for the real MVP in the league 2 years in a row. He destroyed Nikola Jokic back to back this season, like 2 weeks ago. And at the 3/4 poll of the NBA survey, Jokic had 77 first place votes and Embiid had 6.
I saw that. What do you
So-
think about that, bro? What do you think about that?
I think Embiid is going to be on a mission, like point to prove, all national eyeballs on me. If I come out and score 50 in the All-Star game and nobody can guard me and I'm the best player on a court full of stars, maybe that can, inch the perception of me just a little bit, turn the dial just a tick or two.
Let's shift gears. What do you think about Jokic getting 77 votes, bro? Like almost undisputed back-to-back MVP. And I get
Yeah.
the media is shifting hard towards advanced numbers, and I understand that Jokic is up there. But to get a third one, I mean, we had this conversation. I think earlier in the season he had it, but I think Embiid and Giannis have caught up, and Tatum maybe. I mean, he still has the number one
I feel
record
like
in the league.
Giannis has come on really fucking strong.
Yeah,
The win streak the Bucks have. What are they? The half game back from the best record in the entire NBA. They have a better
behind the
record
Celtics by,
than
like,
Nuggets
one.
right now. They got a better
Yeah.
record than Jokic and them do.
Yeah, the Nuggets have the
Giannis
third best record.
First player since Wilt Chamberlain to average 30, 12, and 5 or something
Yeah.
like that.
It's
know.
like 32 or some stupid shit
Yeah.
because the
And
Celtics
I'll
are 42
I'll
and
give
17.
credit to Kevin O'Connor in the Mismatch podcast that I listened to yesterday, and he was talking
Yeah.
about this. Giannis in pick and roll, this is the second spectrum data that we, lowly commoners don't have access to. But according to Kevin O'Connor in second spectrum, among players who defended at least 100 pick and rolls, when
Mm-hmm.
he was defending the guard, the ball handler, Giannis was number 1 in the entire NBA in points allowed per possession. Number
Shit.
1. When he
Dude's
was
a beast, man.
defending the big man and the roll man in pick and roll, Giannis
Yeah.
was number 1 in the NBA in points allowed per possession.
No, he's an absolute monster, bro.
People are shooting 41% from the field when he's the
Mhm.
closest defender to them, which is third in the NBA. So these are all, stats that paint a bigger picture that he's the clear front runner for defensive player of the year. And yeah, he may have the moments where he looks goofy and he gets cooked by Austin Reeves at the top of the free throw line. But by and large, his effort, his attention to detail, his mental toughness to rebound from a bag play and make the next one, like he's just so consistent and talented and does so much on that end of the court that you would think if everything is equal and you're having two guys who are having historically great offensive seasons, and one of them is also the best player defensively in the league, it would be a tighter race than 77-11.
Nah, that's facts. 77 is crazy, dude. To be honest with you, bro, what?
Embiid is just getting the shit end of the stick again. This motherfucker's like third in afterthought.
Yeah.
He had like 5 votes. Like, this poor guy, man, he can't do nothing.
To be unanimous, almost unanimous, even at this point of the season. When did they do this? It was like last week, right? Maybe, or was it this week, like Monday or Tuesday or some shit?
Yeah, I think they collected it over the weekend and they published it in the beginning of this week.
I think that's crazy, man. Honestly, like, all the advanced numbers, I understand. I can get them. I understand where he is. Like, collectively, he's the best at everything. But Giannis and Embiid are right behind him. And, you know, if they're not going to, I understand LeBron shit. They didn't give it to him. Nobody's gotten 3 back-to-back since Larry Bird in 86. In 86, they won the finals. Jokic hasn't made it past the second round last year after his MVP. Didn't make it past, I think, was it the first round or the second round maybe again? In his first MVP, they didn't give it to Giannis back-to-back-to-back when Giannis, you know, I think got knocked out of the playoffs. I don't know, Jokic, 24 points a game when we're at an all-time high. Everyone's getting 30, you know, a game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's averaging 30. Triple-double is not looking like it seems. Westbrook did the shit 4 times. We don't really care about that. Are we just going to be like, oh, true shooting is at an all-time crazy?
Bro, first of all
this
you
other
can't
shit?
compare Russell Westbrook's triple-double to Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic's team is like fucking 1.5 games off having the best record in the whole NBA.
Yeah.
Like,
Westbrook was like 6th seed. I get it.
Yeah.
It's got to be in there, though. It's in there a little bit. This shit is crazy to me. He's still your MVP?
Jokic is still my MVP, but it's
3 in a row.
This is going to come down to the last
he's an all-time
20
player?
games of the season. Of course. Of course he is.
Playoffs. I need some playoff success. 0 titles, and he's an all-time
Listen,
dude?
we can't have the same conversation over and over again. Like,
has
he
to be.
hasn't had a single fucking all-star with him in the playoffs since the bubble. Like, what player do you know in the modern era who's won a championship without a single all-star around him? It's Dirk, and that's it. Like, that's a tall task, and he doesn't have the complementary parts with Murray and Porter out hurt that Dirk had. So being like, you had your second and third best player out and a bunch of guys that didn't make sense around you, and you didn't win a championship. Like, yeah, that's what I expected. But now
I'm just
that he is
saying, they be deducting.
The expectations are higher. Like, this offseason will say more about like whether he wins the MVP than the past one in terms of going forward. This is the litmus test right now for Jokic. And the last 20, 25 games of the season are going to be really important to decide this race. Because, like, if I had to be honest, Terry, right now, I'd probably abstain from voting. It's just that close. So,
right now,
like,
I think
these guys have an opportunity to change the narrative. And I think anything could happen in the last 25 games of the season. I think the MVP race is wide open. It's not slam shut as, this straw poll might have you believe. I think anything could change in the last 25 games.
I don't know. I mean, so just hear me out. So Giannis wins back-to-back MVPs in 2018, 2019. 2019, 2020, when we had a break, and I feel like LeBron was catching them, and then we played like 10 consolation games, and they still kind of give it to Giannis. You know, back-to-back, that's cool. That third year, you don't think these numbers deserved it? What did he get? 2020 and 2021. I know he played 61 games, but he averaged 28 points a game, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. The most assists in his career, by the way. And they didn't give him a third, and I'm supposed to give it to Jokic? All out, like not even close, like 77 on a straw poll? That's kind of crazy to me. Why is he getting such praise?
Are we talking about
when they won't give it to anybody else?
Or are we talking about right now? Like, you?
No, I'm saying why
to be with this shit.
I'm asking you, why is he getting so much praise opposed to, somebody else? I don't understand it.
Because people have eyeballs, Terry.
He's
and
great.
They see that he's doing something that we haven't seen somebody do in like 30,
What is
40
he
years.
doing that I haven't seen?
That has
His efficiency?
No, it's the low usage rate, and it's the like incredible numbers that he's putting up. It's the fact that he doesn't have to be a Trae Young with the ball in his hand 36% all the time for his team to have the best offense in the league. It's the fact that he's like an unselfish superstar, that he's involving everyone around him, touching the ball less than any superstar in the entire NBA, and they have the best offense in NBA history. That's why. It's by watching him, seeing how everyone cuts at full speed every time they pass on the ball, how everyone expects to get a pass in a tight window that they wouldn't even look for on other teams. Visually, what he's doing is different than like what we've seen from guys, at least in my lifetime. So I think that's why, man, he's just completely different, and he does it in a way that like brings everybody with him.
Yeah, I guess, man. I guess this is just how it's gonna go. I mean, he's gonna do the same shit next year. So are we doing 4? If he does the same shit again,
Sure.
plays 75 games.
I mean, if you're the best player, I'm gonna give you the MVP. Like, yeah.
Is he the best player? I thought it was maybe Tatum, maybe Embiid, maybe Giannis. They got better records. Not Embiid.
Nah,
Celtics are killing.
I mean,
They lost their
it's
coach.
tough, man. The NBA is like it's in as strong of a place as I probably can remember in my entire lifetime.
Yeah,
in terms of like how many top players they have, like in the MVP ladder, scoring 25 plus, playing exceptional basketball. Like you compare the All-Star list and what guys were averaging like 2005 to the we have in the league now, and 10 All-Stars from that team wouldn't make the current list. Like that's just
probably not.
The league is improved. So I do think it's wide open. I don't think Jokic has a stranglehold on the award. I don't know
like it.
If he's in front, it's by a nose. It's not by anything more than that. And we're going to have to watch and see how the last 25 games of the season play out, man, because, the Nuggets made some moves, adding Eric Gordon, adding Thomas Bryant. If they go on a crazy run to end the season, like a fucking, 18-4 or something like that, like it could be his award. By the same token, if Chris Middleton is like back and can play the rest of the season, and doesn't have to back-to-backs and shit like that, they could finish with the best record in the East or the best record in the whole league. And Giannis could be having a DPOY and a 30-12-5 season. So
who do you think's got a better chance of catching him, Embiid or Giannis?
Giannis. I think Giannis is firmly. I think right now it's like Embiid is a nose in front of Giannis, and then like the shoulders are where Embiid is. So he's not head and shoulders above Embiid, but he is a head above Embiid, and Embiid is the shoulders.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think Embiid is playing better than Giannis is, but record-wise, it's tough because the Nuggets and the Bucks. Like, I know it's a few games, and Jokic won because it was just a few games between the 6 seed and like the 3 and the 2, but like the Celtics and the Bucks and the Nuggets kind of look head and shoulders above everybody. Like the Sixers are there, but just not there, bro. Like Embiid's playing fucking outstanding, but if he just needs a little bit better record, and I think he might sneak it from all of them, bro.
Right.
He might sneak it away from all of them, but I don't know.
After 2 seasons finishing as the runner-up, my prediction is he finishes this season as the runner-up to the runner-up.
Third.
It's only fitting.
Hey man, I'm just saying, like, I love Jokic. Let me check the schedule real quick for your boy.
Something that Denver fans can't do since it's not on TV locally.
Nah, yeah, you're right.
Let me check the schedule so
I need
watch these games.
All I need is if he's playing the Grizzlies, I need domination.
When are they playing the Grizzlies?
Saturday.
No Steven Adams. No Steven Adams. Uh-oh.
The 25th. The 25th. This is All-Star weekend.
Boy, maybe he'll be back. I don't know. With no Steven Adams, they're in trouble. I mean, they've they've been horrible against the rest of the NBA without Steven Adams.
Yeah, that's
Like,
next Saturday.
Did
But
you
like,
Jaren Jackson Jr. against the Celtics?
no. What happened? Say it again.
Yeah, he was barely out there. He fouled out in 20 minutes.
Oh wow,
Fouled
Jaren
out
Jackson,
in 20 minutes. Not 21.
All-Star.
Literally 20 minutes, 6 fouls.
Hey,
Al
Memphis
Horford took this motherfucker to the woodshed.
Memphis is free falling since that Shannon Sharp incident. I don't know what happened to them, man. I really don't. You got an explanation of what's going on with them boys? I mean, I know Adams is important as shit. You were right. It's more. He seems to be way more important this year when it's like in terms of like they're not getting a lot of second chance points and shit because he's not getting any rebounds because I think he averages like 5 offensive rebounds a game, which is insane. That can't be the only reason why they're free falling. They're playing really badly. I don't know what's going on.
Obviously they're getting killed on the boards. Jaren Jackson can't stay on the court, so it's like when he's not out there, and Adams is Brandon Clark at 6'8" going to be a rim protector? Like, is Santi Aldama going to get the job done? Like, so that's a big problem with them. And then the other problem is like the pick and roll ball handling and creation. Ja Morant has saw his shot, kind of go away. And so people are just going under on every single pick and roll, and it's fucking their spacing up. Desmond Bain is like, he's probably their best pick and roll ball handler in terms of like making decisions for others and generating open shots. But he rarely handles the ball because they have Dylan Brooks. And so,
yeah, oh man,
he's usually the
away
recipient instead of the initiator. And it's like the whole spacing is fucked because you don't have shooters. And the guy who's the key to making, a team of non-shooters work is a 5 who can stretch the floor like Jaren Jackson. But he's not out there. And, Dylan Brooks is shooting 31 from 3 on 15 attempts a game. Like,
no, that's facts. And home and away, they look completely different. Their away record is fucking garbage. They're 11-17 away. I'm not saying like the Nuggets are any better. They're only 500, but that's really bad for a second seed, dog. You
better make sure you get a home seed so that you stay good on the West. Yeah.
I think they're fine. The West is kind of trash. I ain't gonna fake. Like, do you think the Kings are gonna win anything in the playoffs? First round?
No.
So we're not scared of them. They're 3 games above the Kings. They're not going to catch the Nuggets. That's not happening. They're playing way too badly right now. Yeah. And I know you get a break and everything, but if you don't get Steven Adams or rebounds and Jaren Jackson can only play 28 minutes a game like he's doing, you're trash. You're not going to win. Playoffs might be a little different. You get everybody healthy. You kind of get back reinvigorated. But 11-17 ain't doing it for me.
They better hope that they don't see Phoenix in the first round.
Bro. Nah, the Suns are winning too much. They look good. The Lakers look good. It's just one game, but they look good. I don't know. It's weird. And
if anything, they should be lucky that Zion got hurt the rest of the season, because if the Pelicans had fucking Zion with BI and all these guys, the Grizzlies would be in trouble there too.
No, that's facts.
You think Jaren Jackson staying on the floor against Zion, but not Al Horford?
Hell to the no. So you got Jokic, and you said you need some bigger games. Anything else you want to talk about? I'm marking some games down on my calendar because the Nuggets play the Bucks again. The Nuggets play the Sixers again too. I'm marking them shits. If he doesn't give me something great, I'm fucking not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm making the narrative. He's out. And they're only 500 away from their home. The Celtics have a winning record. The Bucks have a winning record. And the Sixers have a winning record away from home. That's leadership and that's greatness. I need something. Advanced numbers just can't do it for 3 in a row. I can't do it. If he's 3 in a row, he's top 20 right now. I can't do that. I cannot do that.
Man,
he's great.
How is he supposed to acclimate his body to that thicker air in the other 29 NBA arenas? I mean, it's not even fair.
He should be used to running through mud with his big ass. He should be used to doing that shit. He's got it.
Fucking, where's he? Serbia? I bet they have some thick air out there too.
That's facts. Hey, that's all I'm saying, bro. I'm not. I don't hate him. It's just like I need to see greatness, bro. To give you 3, I got to see something great.
Well, and all I'll say is open up your eyes and you will witness them. All right, because he's showing you greatness on a nightly basis. Dude.
Do something in the playoffs. Don't let Draymond Green shackle you. Fucking 6'8", 250, shackling your ass. Get out of here. Anthony Davis took his lunch in the bubble. He's a better player now. Just saying. Don't like your playoff moment so far, buddy.
Yeah.
Great versus the Clippers with no big man, though.
He's another guy. It's like people underrate, same thing as Giannis, the effect of their like mental toughness and resiliency. It's like,
he's tough as fuck.
Sure, Anthony Davis got the better of him in this one moment, but would I bet on Anthony Davis continually getting the better of him going forward? No.
Nah, because he's gotten way better since then. But we'll see, man. It's still
like
there.
Giannis
It's in my
and
brain.
Jokic, it's like they don't get discouraged, it seems like. They just get back to the drawing board and go back to work and improve their games. Like,
if
I saw the thing that he said to Draymond Green in the playoffs last year, where he was like, yeah, I saw what you said on your podcast about my defense. Like when he criticized them, was calling out all these things. And he was like, thank you for that. That really helped me. The whole last offseason, I spent the whole offseason. I didn't even shoot for the first 3 months. I just worked on everything you talked about in the pod.
He's a better defender.
Like,
he is.
But that's what makes him different than Anthony Davis and guys like that with those physical tools is Jokic and Giannis. They just keep going back to the drawing board and add something year after year after year after year.
Nah, that's big facts. To be honest with you, if I'm the Lakers, I don't want that 8 seed. I want that 7. I want Memphis. I don't want Denver because, we said, AD, AD, you got the better of them in I think it was actually, did they beat them in 5 when they played them in the Western Conference Finals in the bubble?
And
they might have taken care of
I think it was 5. Yeah.
I don't see that happening again. Your boy Jokic has been eyeing that. I bet you he's been eyeing that shit. If he sees y'all again in the playoffs, he is fucking taking your lunch.
You guys don't have fucking like elite perimeter stoppers to clamp up Jamal Murray and the other guys that they had like back in the bubble. You guys are going to have fucking D'Angelo Russell and Dennis Schroeder chase around Jamal Murray on the perimeter.
Schroeder's an
you guys have fucking Rui Hachimura trying to stick with Michael Porter Jr. Like, it's not going to go well. Not going to end well for Los Angeles.
LeBron, you better be playing some defense and putting some ice on your fucking knees during every break because that's going to be some hurting, boy. I tell you. Anything else you want to talk about?
Real quick, Mavericks still haven't won since trading for Kyrie Irving.
I thought they beat the Clippers the first game when Luka was out.
I mean, like with them two together on the court together. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been you see them get clamped on that final possession. Was it a couple nights ago where they just did hot potato for 15 seconds and the clock ran out?
Yeah, I did. I don't know what's going on. It's
they're gonna have to score 145 a game, Terry. Like that's what's going on. Is that they traded away the only guy in their entire team who wants to play defense, Josh Green,
Dorian.
Like, and they insist on playing fucking JaVale McGee and Dwight Powell at center instead of Christian Wood. It's like, guys,
bro,
Christian Wood has his defensive lapses, but so does JaVale McGee and Dwight Powell. Like, none of them are good defenders. At least put the guy who can fucking shoot out there on the court, and let's go ballistic.
I don't know what the fuck.
Question, like, when we talked about Kyrie going from Steve Nash to Jason Kidd, you're like, at least he has a good coach in Jason Kidd. It's only been a couple games into it, Terry, but I've been watching the Mavericks more than ever. And I'm starting to question whether Jason Kidd is actually a good coach.
Ooh, I don't think that's blasphemous to say. I don't think that's blasphemous to say. Sometimes he's just like, hey man, do what you got to do. He did the same shit with Giannis.
JaVale McGee, go out there and guard on the perimeter. We're switching everything. What?
All right, so I got stats for that. I was looking this shit up the other day. Christian Wood, right? 24 points a game, 10.8 rebounds, 2.4 assists, 2.4 threes made, 1.6 blocks, half a steal. And that's
per 36?
No, that's per 75 possessions.
Okay.
That's 75 possessions, right? If I average Dwight and JaVale McGee, same minutes as Christian Wood, 14 points combined, 8.9 rebounds, 1.5 assists, no threes made, not the same as blocks, 1.2, and they got 1 steal. That's absolute garbage. Their real true shooting is better, and their effective plus minus is way worse. 0.7 minus 0.7. Christian Woods is, I think, 1. That's Christian Wood versus both of them. We're completely right on this. We're on the same page. He needs to play more. I loved JaVale McGee 4 years ago. 3 years ago. Now he can't even jump high anymore. So what the fuck am I going to use him for? I'm like, what? What are we doing? Get out of here. I'm out. I don't know what they're doing.
I don't either, man. They got to go all in on offense because this, like, trying to stymie the flood of, it's like, dude, none of your guards can stay in front of anybody. Josh Green is the only wing who can guard, and you have, like, bigs who get lost in pick and roll all the time. Like, stop trying to have a backbone on defense and play these balanced lineups and just put your best scorers on the floor and try to win 140 to 125.
Yeah, just keep Christian Wood in for the pick and rolls. I don't stop taking him out. Let him play 38 minutes a game. He's a fucking shooter, and he can roll, and he can block a shot.
And I'm interested to see what Luka does when Kyrie has the ball, because it's been a lot of Trae Young just standing around. Like, I'll just watch. I'm just like everyone else who bought tickets. Yeah, I get to watch Kyrie. Man, isn't he talented? Like, why aren't they running pick and rolls together? Like, that should be they should run that play 50 times a game. Kyrie has the ball, Luka's the screener, and we run pick and roll. That should be the bread and butter of their entire fucking offense. You know how many times they've ran it since they've been together, Terry? For the season. 8. They should be running it 50 times a game. You're muted. 50 times a game.
Say the names one more time. That's insane.
Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving. They ran pick and roll together 8 times.
Damn. You hear that? Stupidity, J Kidd.
Hey, at this point, we're looking at you now. We're looking at you. You got what you wanted. The spotlight's on Dallas, and now we're looking right at you. Are you going to be better than Steve Nash, or are you going to be another Hall of Fame, possibly white point guard who doesn't know how to coach?
This it's not an indictment on all the NBA players, but I think that, like, having a outsider's perspective on the game might be a little better nowadays than it was in the past, because the players are a lot more skilled, and it's not just based on, with all due respect to the GOAT, Mike, just go out there and beat everybody because they can't stop you. Like, you need to actually have, like, strategies, because teams have 4 to 5 dudes that are decent. You know, it's not just fucking Stockton and Malone, Jordan and Pippen. It's not just 2 dudes that are good. The rest of the squad is pretty fucking good.
And they have, like, 8 different ways to defend you. Like, for the one thing that you're doing. Back in the day, they had, like, illegal defense. There was no double teaming. There was no zone defense. It's like, nowadays, there are 15 different ways to cover a pick and roll. You know?
That's facts.
You got to have answers for all of them.
And the dudes that have specific roles, it's not like, you know, there's a couple dudes that are still just defenders and just offensive dudes, but, like, it's not like they're fucking getting blown by on defense, and it's not like they can't shoot a 3, the defenders. They can do both. It's not dudes just out there not doing shit. The good teams have guys that can do both.
Don't talk about Reggie Bullock like that, Terry. I don't appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Jake is not Steve Nash, but he does need to get better. And he's still a young coach. Like, this is legit his, 5th year coaching? And he's the head coach still, right? When he didn't have any other coach, he was just a player.
Fucking 3 years coaching the Bucks?
No, he went from playing to coaching.
Yeah, with the Bucks.
Oh, you're talking about with the Bucks? Oh, you might be right. Yeah, you might be right. He'd probably have more.
Wait a minute. Wasn't he the... Wait a minute. He went right to coaching with the Nets, and then he intentionally spilled his drink on a fucking referee.
Okay. I thought
then he jumped ship in the middle of the year, and he coached the Bucks, and he had the fucking defense of fucking 5, 6, 10 guys with a old dude who broke his hand in a bar fight who was averaging 4 blocks a game.
Sanders?
Yeah. Then he had that, and they were like Team Future, and then they fell apart. Then he interned with the Lakers as an assistant coach, and now he's been with Dallas for 3 seasons. Jason Kidd has been like a head coach in the NBA, 3 different teams for like 8 years. He's not a young coach anymore.
I don't know, but if we're going to compare him to fucking Mike Malone, Eric Spoelstra, like good coaches in this league.
And what about Taylor Jenkins in Memphis? He's a younger coach than Jason Kidd. He's better.
That's what I'm saying about an outside perspective.
Yeah, I was like, what about old dude in Toronto? You know what I mean? Nick
No,
Nurse.
but that
that
was the point.
He's a better coach than Jason Kidd.
But that was the point I was trying to make. Like, yes, players are going to see certain things better than like guys that haven't played. But maybe this coaching shit isn't just I played and I can fucking see shit you can't. It's other things that go into it. Lineups,
We
substitutions.
learned that from Isaiah Thomas.
No, and I'm not saying that players can't coach. Like, clearly they can. Like, Phil Jackson was a great fucking coach, but there's other shit, bro. There's other shit.
Yep. Well, they're gonna have to find out what that other shit is in Dallas to make this partnership work, or they could be looking at Kyrie leaving, or even worse, Luka leaving down the line, instead of Anthony Davis coming to join them and make a big three over there. So it's a big 25 games for Dallas. All eyes are on Jason Kidd, on Luka and Kyrie Irving. Not as many eyes are on Christian Wood because he hardly plays. We'll see if all that changes the last 25 games.
I think Dallas is in trouble. I like the trade, but if it doesn't work, Kyrie's out of there.
I said it would have happened. They're in trouble. I was like, there's only one good outcome and like 7 bad outcomes from making this trade. So you better hope everything aligns perfectly. I'm sure with Kyrie Irving it will. It'll go off without a hitch. There'll be no bumps in the road with that guy.
I don't want to see them in the playoffs though. Like, they're going to make the playoffs, and I still kind of don't want to play them.
I want to see like a shitty fucking play-in joint with them and the Lakers.
With Dallas.
Yeah. You guys just go out here and score 170 points, and after 3 games, we'll see who deserves to get crushed by fucking Denver.
Yeah, you're right. Jason Kidd's 9 years in, but
sheesh, 9. Yeah. Come on, man.
I don't know.
It's time to start. Hey, it's time to turn the spotlight on a little brighter. All right, you're not a young coach no more. This is your third stop. You already took time off to learn championship shit. You know, with the Lakers and Frank Vogel.
He's not the guy. He's not the guy, bro. What's his record? He's 266 and 249. 266 wins, 249 losses.
Sound like Nate McMillan to me.
He's an average coach. There's no like faking it. Jason Kidd is an average coach. You've had enough years to separate your win-loss, and you've coached good teams. When he coached the Nets immediately, they had a good fucking roster. They were old. Yep. You were the same age as them. Shit. You don't know how to fucking run your own peers?
Bro, that's how bad he was in fucking Brooklyn and in Milwaukee that we erased both of those stops from our brains. That's how bad he was.
I will say, I don't think he hindered Giannis's development, though. I think he kind of helped him.
He actually talks. Giannis gives him credit for, giving him responsibility and letting him make mistakes and all that type of shit. But it's like, it's very easy to let a young player make mistakes on a bad team. That doesn't require great coaching. That just requires good patience.
Yeah. Do you think he's and
if anything, it's like, look at the improvement in Giannis's game since they got rid of him and brought in Mike Budenholzer. He transformed his game into a much better player as soon as Jason Kidd left town.
Everybody has flaws, but I'd rather have the Budenholzer drives his players into the ground flaws and like makes slight substitution flaws, opposed to like, I don't have a good strategy to go into this game. Like, Giannis score 80 points so we can win flaw.
The
or
Jason
Luka
Kidd,
50.
Giannis, you're the point guard. It's like, okay.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's like, we'll give up 4 picks for Drew Holiday. I don't care that he hasn't been an all-star since 2010. We need a guy who can dribble who's not 7 feet.
Nah, we agree on that. They needed a guard. I don't know. I still wouldn't want to watch. I don't want to see them in the playoffs. I ain't gonna fake.
Well, it's going to be a hell of a last 25 games, man, coming off this All-Star break. A lot of narratives. We're going to see how the NBA ends up shaking out. I'm sure we're going to get some really interesting matchups in the first couple rounds of the playoffs. And we'll see who ends up taking the torch for the MVP. Could it be Joel Embiid getting his most coveted prize? Could it be the Freak, cashing in on his new trademarks that he filed? Or could it be Jokic, first back-to-back-to-back MVP since the Birdman himself?
I don't know. I'm praying for Jokic's downfall. I don't want to see him back-to-back-to-back. I don't know. It's looking ugly. If he does shit for me, and we got to separate playoff and regular season, I need something. You got to give me a moment. something. And in the West, win 5 games in a row. And you can make the playoffs, guys. Not that hard. Let's go on a stretch.
I'm
Any
just
one of
mad,
you fuckers.
I'm just mad Jokic isn't American, because if he was, he'd be my favorite player in NBA history. I'm converted from being a Hawks fan to being a Nuggets fan.
He's your favorite player now, right? Or is it still Embiid?
No, it's Jokic.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Is Facundo Campazzo still with the Mavs?
I don't know. I might be in trouble because once LeBron goes, I don't know who I like. I ain't gonna fake, bro.
Hey, I know it's not Zion.
No, he's trash.
Hey, we already know it's your boy Ja. You're 2 feet in on the Ja train.
He can't shoot.
You know, that didn't
like,
matter.
LeBron can't
that didn't
shoot.
matter when we were talking about him being top fucking 6 a couple weeks ago.
I mean, I thought he was top 7. That's not crazy to say. Like, I'm sure there's other people that were saying.
All right, so that's your guy. I'll think everyone else is good. You're the Ja Morant.
I'm not picking Ja.
All right, cool.
Somebody's got to be able to shoot.
Harry's rocking with Ja and Paolo.
It might be Halliburton. I don't know.
I'm rocking with Şengün and Chet Holmgren. All right, guys, this has been another all-star edition, a fantastic edition of the Habitual Line Steppers podcast. If you guys enjoyed it, you can go online and order a t-shirt. Oh, wait, no, you can't. Those are for friends and family only. Sorry, India.
Pussies.
But you can drop a like and make sure you're subscribed. Check back in next Tuesday. We'll see you then. Peace.
Peace, man. We out.
Thank you for listening to our podcast this evening. Thank you. You're far too kind.